Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Griffin here, and I hope you're all having a great day so far. Now, as you most likely saw in the title and thumbnail of today's video, I wanted to share something a little bit different than our usual investment content today, and that is YouTube AdSense revenue ad rates for different types of video content, either entertainment and or business finance, which is what I've been doing over the past 3 years or so. I wanted to share my experience with these different types of ad rates. I've actually had quite a few viewers over time ask me about how ad revenue works, and then also even reach out to me directly requesting some tips for starting a YouTube channel and ultimately what they can really expect. And since my channel is, yes, about investing and growing our capital, well, it's also really important that we focus on increasing our income while reducing our expenses. And YouTube can, for many, become a very good side hustle and maybe even one day become a full-time hustle like I've actually managed to do over the past year after 3 years of working diligently on my channel every single day. And I'll be honest, these types of videos going over ad income, they always fascinate me. I don't know what it is about these videos. It's like human nature or something, and curiosity kicking in about pulling back the curtain and seeing these types of figures for other creators. So hopefully this is interesting to you guys also. And I'm sort of in this really interesting position where I have been posting for the past 3 years quite consistently about finance, investing, and other personal finance and business topics, which are gonna have their completely separate ad rates to themselves in contrast to other types of content on YouTube. But I also have a handful of videos that I posted way back in 2011, and I would have been like 13 at the time pretty much, and these videos sort of live in the shadows of my channel and I don't really talk about them, but actually one of them ended up going viral and now has just under 9 million views, which is pretty insane to think because the video is pretty bad. It's basically a point of view video on a ride at Canada's Wonderland, and pretty much the entire time I was terrified, and for some reason I kept adjusting the camera, making this really annoying noise. I guess I was paranoid that the camera would fall off or something. But regardless, the YouTube algorithm gods for some reason blessed this video and made it go viral, now sitting at just under 9 million views. And to be honest though, still to this day, I kind of think it has a negative impact on the overall growth and traction of my channel now, because this is an entertainment video that has such a high percentage of views relative to my overall channel, and it only has an average watch time of around 2 minutes. So I think this is gonna have a negative impact, dragging down the rest of the stats on my channel. And I think for this reason, some of my other videos, which are really great and quality content, haven't gotten the same amount of push out that other types of videos might get from other creators, because YouTube might see my channel as an overall less attractive channel to the rest of the investing community, at least in regards to their algorithm. But that's kind of just a theory that I have personally. Oh, by the way, make sure to smash the like button on this video also. Maybe it'll go viral and get 9 million views also. Kind of doubt it though. Jokes aside, this past week though, a reporter from Business Insider reached out to me and basically just wanted to write up an article comparing different ad rates for different types of videos. And because of my unique situation here, having a viral entertainment video on the same channel as all of my other finance content, I was sort of like a perfect candidate to showcase the contrast between these different types of ad rates. So this is something that I also wanted to share with all of you. I really hope you enjoy it. For those of you who may not be aware of this though, content creators on YouTube will make ad income per 1,000 views with a metric called the CPM. So essentially the amount of income that you're generating per 1,000 views. And depending on the type of content that you create, you're typically going to have a CPM that's going to vary, because the advertisers that are bidding to place their ads on your videos are going to be completely different. And some advertisers have a higher incentive than others to pay a greater amount. And this is why typically finance and other business types of videos are going to have a higher amount of income per 1,000 views than say an entertainment video, where let's say on an entertainment video, McDonald's is advertising about their new Travis Scott meal. Well, in contrast to this, on an investing type of video, maybe you'll have Tai Lopez pitching his new 12,000 step course or whatnot.
Here in my garage.
This pretty much just comes down to the average click-through rate as well as the overall value per click and per customer going to an advertiser's offer. So anyways, without boring you any further, let's just jump right into the YouTube studio, and we're going to look at all the analytics of the entire channel along with the video that went viral in question, and then contrast that to some other finance videos that have significantly less views but a much higher CPM. And I do just want to mention here that in the realm of YouTube creators, I'm honestly not all that successful. A lot of other creators will make the entire amount of ad revenue that I've made since the inception of my channel in literally a week or so. But this kind of makes it somewhat even more relatable for anyone who is thinking that they might want to launch a channel in the near future, talking about something that actually interests you and that you're passionate about. Alright, so here we are in the YouTube studio on the analytics page for the video that went viral that has just under 9,000 views, as we can see here. So just as a side note, 281,000 hours of watch time. If you actually divide that into years, we're looking at 32 years of watch time. That's actually just mind-blowing in my opinion. But what we're really here for is the estimated revenue. So $8,928 over 8.9 million views, essentially almost exactly $1,000 per million views generated on the channel. And that's really not all that much if you think about it. Now, if every single one of my videos on the channel was an entertainment video and was generating this amount of traction, around 10 million views, let's say, well, of course, with enough volume and compounding, this would make a lot of money. For example, think of other YouTubers like Logan Paul. Well, these are the types of creators that with entertainment style videos can generate a lot of ad revenue. But now if we head on over to the analytics page of some other videos in the finance niche that I released that ended up doing well, this one right here, the Wealthsimple Trade Review, is the second best video on my channel in terms of views, and it has 175,000 views, 16,000 hours of watch time. So much less than that other video, but interestingly, it generated just under $7,000 of ad revenue. It's still not all that much, it's not life-changing or anything, but on a relative basis, this is significantly more. And we're going to look at that in more detail coming up later on in the video. So let's just look at another example here, which was this video that I made, day trading in a TFSA. Really valuable video, by the way, if you haven't watched it. Now it has 113,000 views and it made $2,500 roughly in ad income. So even still quite a bit less than that other video, which is also in the finance niche. So it's really interesting how each video is going to make significantly more or less than others, even if they're in the same niche or whatnot. It's not an exact science or anything, but on average, finance videos and business videos in general are going to make quite a bit more than entertainment style videos. Now from here though, let's actually head on over to the overall channel analytics since the lifetime of my channel. So we can see here 2011 to 2021. Most of all the activity ended up starting though at around 2018, mid-2018 is pretty much when I started posting a lot more consistently. So as we can see here, the top videos are highlighted in different colored lines. And so the new Windsor video is in blue, and then the second highest performing video being the Wealthsimple Trade video is in green. Now what's really interesting is the different columns that we have here. So estimated monetized playbacks, you might actually not be aware of this, but not every single video view on YouTube is going to be monetized. So this is a percentage of the total video views that were monetized on each one of those videos. Now then we also have the playback based CPM, which is the metric that we're speaking about more in this video, where per 1,000 views, the average amount that each video is generating is going to vary greatly. Now we can say that pretty much all my videos have a much higher CPM than the Windseeker video at $4 per 1,000 views on average. Most of my videos have upwards of $30 CPM average, and this is because, well, they're in that business finance niche, which does generate that higher income. So if all of my videos, like if I had 10 million video views that were all at $30 or $50, we would be looking at quite a bit more than the total lifetime income that my channel has made. Now, also interestingly though, one thing that I do think has that greater impact on the fact that my channel might not be pushed out as much as other creators in the finance niche is that if we look at the total views here, well, this one single video made 71% of the total video views on my channel, which also represented around 45% of the total watch time in hours. Now, my average view duration though for each one of my videos we can see here is usually, I would say, around 5 to 6 minutes, right, in video length, versus this one entertainment video was only 1 minute 54 average over the lifetime of my channel. So that is significantly dragging down the average video view to 3 minutes. And in the overall algorithm that YouTube has, I think that probably has a negative impact, but it's in the past and it is what it is now. So I really hope that that gave you some further insight into all the ad income that I've been able to generate for different types of videos on my channel. But in reality, if you really think of it, I don't really believe that this is all that much as a creator, around $60-some thousand, because this is over around 12.5 million views. Now, yes, most of those were for an entertainment style video, but the other 3 million or so views were all about the finance niche. So at 12.5 million views, this makes around half a penny per view on average. And I'm pretty much a digital advertiser's dream here, making content where my viewers are hot or at the very least warm leads in terms of individuals who are interested in business and finance. So in this sense, advertisers that are bidding to place their ads on my videos are usually going to be pitching some type of offer that can be monetized instantly by the viewers that are watching my videos. For example, comment actually down below what ad actually played on this video before watching it. I'd actually be really interested and curious, but I almost guarantee that pretty much 9 out of 10 of them are going to be some type of business or investing style content. And now if we compare this to say the ad rate of a Super Bowl commercial, let's take a look here. So we're looking at an average of $5.5 million for 30 seconds of advertising time during the Super Bowl. And this past year in 2021, there were 91.63 million viewers who watched this event. That's pretty crazy, but even still, this means that per view, the cost was around 6 cents. And the return on investment, in my opinion, for a Super Bowl advertisement is so much lower than an advertisement that's running on one of my videos. With that said though, there's pretty much no way that I'd be able to go full-time YouTube if I was just solely relying on AdSense income. So for the past year, it was around 40,000 or something, which is great. That's a great source of income. But if I didn't have my other secondary sources of income complementing this one, I think it would be very difficult to accomplish. For example, I have some rental income, cash flow from those properties. I also have those other sources like affiliate income, etc. So yeah, that's definitely something that I think YouTube creators or anyone who wants to go into YouTube has to realize, that you do need to somewhat diversify your income sources as well. Now, with everything that I just mentioned though, here are a couple things that I think you should consider if you are looking to become a YouTube creator, or if you even are one right now. Here are a couple things that have helped me generate more ad revenue over time. The first thing I would recommend is post as much quality content as you possibly can, minimum 3-4 times per week. If you're able to put one video out every single day that is going to be of quality and actually bring value to your audience, then that's even better. But if you're going to be forcing yourself to push out subpar content, then just stick to 3 to 4 videos per week. But the reason why it's really important to put as much content as possible out on the platform is because you ultimately don't know when YouTube is going to push out certain videos. Still to this day, I will put what I believe to be a really good thumbnail, really good tags, description, etc. And for some reason, YouTube might not push out that video. So by putting more quality content out on the platform as possible, well, you're putting more chances on your side to have a couple of your videos do really well. And what I've really experienced and what I've seen from other creators is that typically you're going to generate like 80 or more % of your views, as well as your subscriber count and even your income from a really small select amount of videos as opposed to all the other videos on your channel. And the second really valuable thing I would recommend if you're looking to start posting on YouTube is the best time is literally yesterday. And the reason why I say this is because over time, right? For example, for me, over the past 3 years, by consistently posting on the platform, well, you're generating and building a larger and larger portfolio of videos. And as you grow your audience and people discover you, they're going to inevitably go back and at least watch a couple videos in your catalog of videos. So for this reason, it's going to typically have an exponential growth pattern. And this is something that I've noticed, where even if each one of your videos generates, say, $1 or $2 per day, well, that isn't a lot on its own. But if you have 500 videos and they're each generating $1 or $2 a day, well, there you go. You're looking at a couple $100s to maybe even $1,000 per day. It's really the compound effect in action here. So anyways, that's about it for today's video. I really hope that it gave you some valuable insight on the different CPM rates that YouTube videos can generate. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button for new and upcoming investing content. We talk about various different business, investing in the stock market, investing in real estate, that type of content. So if that interests you, make sure to subscribe. Also, I would recommend that you check out the resources I use and recommend. There's links down below where you can open a variety of different accounts with brokerages or whatnot. Just make sure to check those out if you're interested. So with that said, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.